Hey, how's it going everyone? Jinsula here with a brand new Pokemon Go video. I hope your day is going really well and let's get right into it. Alright, so every single year, the Halloween event in Pokemon Go tends to be incredibly hype, and the reason for that is because they usually go all out with in-game bonuses and Pokemon wild spawns, and it looks like this year they're following suit. I will say that when I looked over the details for this Halloween event, I was actually very impressed. Niantic is doing a lot of really good things here, and I know it's going to go over well with the Pokemon Go community. So real quick, let's go over the details for this Halloween event, and more specifically Part 1, because yeah, this is going to be a multi-part event. Part 1 of the Halloween 2024 event is going to start on Tuesday, October 22nd at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and it's going to go until Monday, October 28th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time. At that point, I'm assuming Part 2 is going to start. Now, this Halloween event is going to see the debut of a brand new Pokemon, and it's going to have an interesting gimmick. This Pokemon is going to be none other than Morpeko. Now, for anyone who is familiar with the mainstream Pokemon games, they would tell you that Morpeko has the ability to change forms mid-battle, and this unique ability is going to be in Pokemon Go as well. Whenever you use a charge attack with this Pokemon, it's going to change forms, and that's going to change its typing along with the typing of its moves. They actually gave the example of the move Aura Wheel, which is going to be the attack that Morpeko is going to come with. When it's in its full belly mode, this attack is going to be an electric type move, but when it's in its hangry mode, this attack is actually going to be a dark type move. Honestly speaking, I feel like this is going to have some strong implications within the Go Battle League. A lot of players are going to have to take into account that Morpeko can change its type mid-battle, so they're going to have to react accordingly. Speaking of which, Morpeko is also going to be available as a reward from Go Battle League battles, so if you want to get yourself a Morpeko, starting at rank 16 in the Go Battle League, you have the chance at encountering it within the reward tracks. Now, let's talk about max battles, because they're going to be adding one Pokemon in max battles during this event, and I think it's one that a lot of players will actually care about. In 1-star max battles, you're going to have Ghastly as part of the rotation, and I think this is really cool because I think a lot of players were suspecting that they would have Ghastly as a 3-star max battle, but instead they're going to have it as a 1-star max battle, which means it's going to be available to pretty much everyone. Next up, let's talk about the event bonuses because these are actually really good. First and foremost, there's going to be double the amount of candy whenever you catch Pokemon, and then trainers level 31 and up are going to have an increased chance at getting Candy XL whenever they successfully catch a Pokemon with nice throws or better. And then they're going to be increased the chance of encountering Shiny Umbreon in raids and Shiny Zorua in the wild. This is pretty massive because both of these shinies are highly valuable within the Pokemon Go community, and the fact that they're going to be available in a higher shiny rate during this event means that more players will be able to get them. Next up, let's talk about the wild encounters during this event. Naturally, they're all going to be themed around Ghost type and Dark type and Poison type Pokemon, and that's pretty common with every year's Halloween event. You're going to see an increase of Zubat, Spinarak, Murkrow, Mischievous, Shuppet, Drifloon, Purloin, Female Frillish, Zorua, Litwick, and Greavard, and some trainers might even encounter Sableye and Absol. Those are going to be uncommon encounters. Now, spawning in raid battles, we're going to have Sneasel, Sableye, Yamask, and Galarian Yamask in 1-star raids, and then Hisuian Typhlosion, Umbreon, and Bombardier are going to be in 3-star raids. Next up, let's talk about research tasks and the free timed research that Niantic is going to give us. Starting on October 22nd, we're going to be able to get a free timed research, which is going to last until November 3rd, which I'm assuming is when all the parts of the Halloween event are going to end. This free timed research is going to award you with Spiritomb when you catch it, and I do think that it's really good that they're not charging money for this. Now, in field research task encounters, you're going to be able to get Sableye, Scraggy, Golett, Sandygast, Morpeko, Nimble, and Greavard, and some field research tasks will also award you with Spiritomb. That's actually pretty massive. You're also going to be able to get Mega Energy for Gengar, Houndoom, Sableye, Banette, and Absol in field research tasks, so if you still need Mega Energy for any of these Pokemon, make sure you're completing your field research. Now, there's going to be a paid timed research within the Pokeshop for $5 USD, which is going to award you with a 3x catch candy bonus. You're going to get event-themed Pokemon like a Pikachu wearing a witch hat and different things like that, and then you're also going to get a Spiritomb and Morpeko encounter. And then for $2 USD, there's also going to be an event-timed research that's going to award you with a bunch of costume Pokemon from previous Halloween events. I'm a little bit perturbed by this because in the past, these Halloween costume Pokemon were always available for free, but now it seems like you will need to pay for it. None of these are any new costume Pokemon from this year. I'm assuming that's going to come in part 2, but if you want access to any of the old costume Pokemon, you're going to be required to pay $2. And then finally, there's going to be new avatar items that are themed around Morpeko that are going to be available in the Pokeshop. So if you're a huge fan of this one particular Pokemon, do keep that in mind. There's going to be a bunch of costumes for that Pokemon that are going to be available. Now, considering that this is the Halloween event festivities, they're going to be changing the game world to reflect Halloween, which I'm always a fan of, and there's going to be Lavender Town music playing in the game. So make sure you turn on your in-game music if you want to play the game with this very interesting track. So yeah, what are my overall thoughts regarding this event? Well, to be honest with you, I'm extremely happy about it. I think it's actually really good. It's been kind of rare that we've had a really good in-game event in Pokemon GO, unfortunately, but I do think this Halloween event is actually pretty decent. There's a lot of great content here, some rare Pokemon that we haven't seen in a while, as well as some increased shiny rates that I thought was a nice, pleasant surprise. And then on top of that, we're getting Spiritomb as a Pokemon that you do not have to pay for. I think that is a pretty big deal as well. Probably the major highlight for me is going to be the increased shiny chance for Zorua. That's one of those Pokemon that I always thought was very interesting in Pokemon GO, and anytime I come across one, I always have that small inkling of hope that it would be a shiny. Well, the fact that they're increasing the shiny rate for this specific event, I think that's a really cool gesture, and it was something that wasn't necessarily needed. This event on its own was looking to be pretty good with the event bonuses alone, but these sort of nice little surprises are always going to be welcome when it comes to these in-game events. So we gotta give credit where credit is due. Niantic is giving us something here that nobody asked for, and to be honest with you, I think that's a really good thing. Now, we gotta talk about those event bonuses because the ability to get additional Candy XL from excellent throws, I think that is something that should always be a part of Pokemon GO. They're essentially rewarding players for their skill. And I think for this particular event, it's definitely going to drive up some engagement. People are going to be looking for certain Halloween-themed Pokemon to get candies for, and then they're going to try to get the best throws possible in order to get more Candy XLs of those Pokemon. I think this is really engaging content, and it's something that, like I said, should be a mainstay in Pokemon GO, but at the very least, we're going to be having it for this event, and that's definitely a good thing. So yeah, overall, I feel very positive about this event. I know I've been very negative towards Pokemon GO as of late, and I've been just asking Niantic to have really good in-game events that drives engagement and just a lot of player activity. And I do think this is definitely doing just that. The part 1 for the Halloween event of this year is definitely going to be a lot of fun, and I am looking forward to it. It's definitely going to be a good time. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Let me know your thoughts regarding part 1 of the Halloween event down below. What in particular are you looking forward to? Are you excited about the increased shiny chance for both Zorua and Umbreon? And how are you taking all of those in-game bonuses? Which ones are you going to focus in on? Definitely share all of your thoughts down below, and let's have a great discussion. And thank you so much for making it to this point in the video. I'm Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.